Greetings fellow Whovians, welcome to Timey Wimey Review and another The Reality War prediction ahead of the Doctor Who Season 2 finale. This one being around Belinda Chandra. Could she be Susan? But let me back up a bit and talk about Susan, who is of course the Doctor's granddaughter, who we first saw in the very first Doctor Who story back in 1963, An Unearthly Child, and she continued to travel with her grandfather up until the Dalek invasion of Earth, where we had the emotional goodbye between the Doctor and Susan, where Susan started to fall in love with a character called David, and the Doctor felt that it's time for her to fly the nest, so to speak, and a war-torn London was the perfect location for Susan to continue her own adventure. Apart from cameo appearances in The Five Doctors and Dimensions in Time, we haven't really seen Susan on television, if we keep the Big Finish audio stuff to one side. Until now, though, that is, as Susan made her return in the Interstellar Song Contest as part of a vision that the Doctor was having. And this is where Belinda steps into this theory, because when he was having these visions, Belinda wasn't very much too far away, or he was trying to think of Belinda, and then Susan kind of popped into his head. So this is where the theory is starting to sort of grow. Another one that one of you, my fellow Whovians, has pointed out on this channel is that Belinda has no theme music of her own. You know, you think back of Rose, Martha, Donna, Ruby, they all have their own theme music. Belinda, none. No music whatsoever. Also, we had that moment where Belinda knew what the TARDIS was without the Doctor even explaining that to her in the Robot Revolution. And throughout this season, Belinda has been talking about her father, but we know, we haven't seen him. We don't know anything about him. Could it be David? I don't know. So I'm going to say this is a strong possibility that Belinda is actually Susan in some shape or form, or maybe even Susan's daughter. What do you think about this wild theory or prediction? Do you have any predictions of your own for the Reality War? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe, and do check out my other fantastic Doctor related content on the Timey Wimey Review YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. More predictions are on the way for the Reality War. Until we meet again.